example, we are going to look at a problem that involves moles and mass. So this problem says, how many grams of oxygen gas, so I'm trying to solve for grams of oxygen gas, are needed to react with 0.521 moles of iron. So like before, I need to underline what I'm given and circle what I'm trying to find. So now, I'm going to go through the 4 steps required to solve a stoichiometry problem. So I'm first going to look at what I'm given in this problem. So I'm given 0.521 moles of iron. I'm just going to write that out so that way I can kind of see all of the information. I'm trying to figure out how many moles of oxygen gas I need. So now let's go through the 4 steps required to solve a stoichiometry problem. So step 1, write a balanced equation. I have that right here. Step 2, convert my given to moles. My given information is already in moles, so I don't need to worry about converting. Step 3, use the mole ratio to convert between substances. So I'm going to start with my given information, 0.521 moles of Fe. Remember to have the number, the unit, and the substance. Now this is just a conversion. I'm converting between substances. So I'm going to convert from Fe to O2. Now remember, in order to convert between substances, if I have 2 different substances here, you have to use the mole ratio. This is my mole ratio. My mole ratio comes from my balanced equation. That's why it's important to have a balanced equation. So I'm going to look at my ratio of iron to oxygen. So for every 4 moles of iron that react, I need 3 moles of oxygen to react. So this is my mole ratio from the balanced equation. This lets me convert from moles of Fe to moles of O2. So now what I want you to do is in your calculator, I want you to do 0.521 times 3 divided by 4. 0.521 times 3, because you multiply across the top, divide by what's on the bottom. So take a second to do that and include your answer with units. So when we put this in our calculator and we solve, you should get 0.391. Now this is moles of O2. So now I've gone through step 1 of the balanced equation, step 2, making sure my given is in moles, and step 3, converting to my new substance. Now step 4 is to convert to the desired unit. So check what I solved for here and check for what it wants. I have moles, it wants grams. So I need to take this a step further, and I need to go from moles to grams. From moles of O2 to grams of O2. Now this is just like what we've done before. We need to use the molar mass. So for every 1 mole of O2, you have 2 times the mass of oxygen, which is 16. So 2 times 16 is 32. Again, this 32 came from the molar mass of O2. So now, my moles have canceled. I'm left with grams. 0.391 times 32 gives us 12.504 grams of O2. So again, here's what we did. Step 1, balanced equation. Step 2, given is in moles. Step 3, use the mole ratio. Convert between units using the mole ratio, which comes from the balanced equation. And step 4 is convert to the desired unit. In this case, the unit I'm trying to get to is grams. So I have to go from moles of O2 that I solved for to grams using the molar mass. That gives us 12.5 grams of O2.